This is a simple walkthrough video, and what I want to show you in the walkthrough is what we're doing this week. So we're coming back from the long break, and mostly what we have to do this week are, if you look into March 30th, the week of March 23rd to the 30th, we've got two things: reading assignments, an explication of what our long-term project is, that's an explication paper, and a discussion board where you tell me which poem you're going to use and talk about that with other people. So let's just kind of quickly go through this so we don't make a long video at all. First item is these items right here. You want to read both of these sections of a textbook, an Intro to Lit textbook about poetry. And inside them you will have checklists. And we'll explain more of that later, but I just want you to read. It's a lot of reading. So, and you'll notice that for the 23rd to April 10th, we're going to be working on this approximately that, maybe a little bit shorter time. So read that. And the next thing I want you to do is find a poem. And there are lots of poems in here, okay? And that's what I mean when I have PDFs that you can find all the poems inside then. However, if you do decide that you want to come up with one of your own, make sure you get it approved by me. All right? The second thing I want you to do is to work on the discussion board. And in the discussion forum, you'll see something that says my poem and why I like it. Now, I don't want to see Robert Frost's Snowy Evening or Road Less Traveled. Just been done too many times, and most people don't understand them. I want you to pick a poem that is new and fresh to you and get out of your comfort zone. Then I also want you to look at two discussion responses from two of your classmates and comment on their poem choices. And make sure you include the textbook page number and the title of the poem. And this is how you use quotation marks around a poem. This is by way of explaining what we're going to do. We're going to look at a lot of poems in the textbook that I have scanned for you, and using these tools to analyze the poem you have chosen. Okay, so over and over again, we'll go through we'll read through a chapter, we'll go through the checklists, and then you'll apply the checklist to your poem. So you're slowly but surely analyzing your poem. So find a poem that you like and can live with for about a month. Just to note here, each chapter in the textbook ends with a checklist. And you'll analyze that poem using that checklist. And I'll provide screencasts, maybe some online stuff. I don't like Zoom that much for lecturing. It's hard to lecture online, but we'll do something. We'll have screencasts for sure. So look through the recap here. When I say recap, that means recapitulate. In other words, I'm summarizing what's going on. And I ask you, most importantly, got it? All right. Now the second one thing down here is the explication checklist, explication paper, poem, discussion board, for lack of a better word. Okay. So you find the poem. That's the first thing you do. And it wants to be something that moves or engages you. And this is the poem that you'll use in completing your checklist and writing your explication paper. In the discussion board, I want you to explain why you were attracted to the poem. Also, note here, look at the discussion board responses for two of your classmates and comment on their poem choices. Please include the textbook page number and the title of the poem, correctly punctuated with quotation marks, in your discussion thread. All right, that's pretty much it. Good luck. I'll talk to you more on Monday.